Peter Lipinski, Jacob Motner, Kashif Kher, Jakan Simon, Devin Starling, Frank Lakovich. We are Team Lucky13. In this podcast, we will be talking about the pitfalls and challenges of our industry. We will explore how the internet has permanently altered music, how difficult it has become for up-and-coming filmmakers to have their work put into theaters, and how the business approach to entertainment has negatively affected creativity.
The pitfalls of the music industry. Throughout the history of the music industry, and rock music specifically, there has always been a direct connection between rock stars and drug use, and they've all chose to live fast and die young. Jimi Hendrix was a very influential rock star in the 70s, and he dabbled in psychedelics. Janis Joplin was a very popular musician in the 70s, but her vice was alcohol. Sid and Nancy Vicious is another example of the tragedies of rock and roll. With the punk rock movement, and they both ended in a very tragic death. Even Kurt Cobain, the lead singer of Nirvana, was known for his rampant drug use. And Tupac and Biggie Smalls both had a long history of drug use and gang violence, which ultimately led to their demise. So now it's easy to see that there's a direct correlation between drug use and the rock and roll lifestyle, which ultimately poses as a negative for the music industry. Even in the popular film Get 'Em to the Greek, they play on the cliches of rampant alcoholism and drug use, and they even encourage it to an extent, but they even say if he gets too drunk, then it doesn't work anymore. But ultimately it leads to the loss of clients who make the music industry millions of dollars each year. So that is one very sad example of the pitfalls of the music industry.
Hello, and I'm Devin Starling, and I will be talking about challenges and pitfalls of the music industry. As technology progresses, music is being downloaded and streamed instead of being bought in CD or album form. Sites like Pandora and Rhapsody and iTunes are receiving more and more visitors each day, while CD sales continue to decline. As indicated by this chart, CD sales have been on the decline for a while now, and it is assumed they are only going to get worse. The number one challenge facing the music industry today is, of course, the internet. And how do we still sell our music even though everyone can get it for free? As stated in an interview with the co-founder of Definitive Jux, the music industry has yet to grasp that the progress of technology has made music ownership a thing of the past. The only thing they can hope to do is try to make their artist music as widely accessible as possible through sites like Pandora and iTunes in order to market it to the digital age. And this, in my personal opinion, is the right idea to do. Thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Jakan Simon. The lack of art direction is a challenge to overcome in the film industry. To us filmmakers whose passion is truly film, we see today's industry as a glamorized assembly line. We as filmmakers know that movies should be an extension of human storytelling. Movies should be constructed creatively instead of in business suits. Executives get filmmakers to make movies they think will sell in Hollywood. Everything is based off what will make money. The lack of art direction, along with other hindrances, can be summarized under what is called the glass ceiling in the film industry. Product placement, advertisements, and film can grow into a problem for beginning filmmakers. Marketers give ample amounts of money to executives so they can place the desired product in film. This is one of the ways that the movie can get money for production. This ruse was first used in 1949. This is another reason why it's important for filmmakers to network with a variety of people. Networking is a tactic that can be used to fight against the pitfalls and challenges that we filmmakers may face.
There is no greater setback for an up-and-coming filmmaker than the MPAA. The Motion Picture Association of America has been stifling the creativity of independent young filmmakers like Kevin Smith, Matt Stone, and Trey Parker since 1968. The Motion Picture Association of America is supposed to be an impartial group of average Americans that decides what ratings a movie will receive so that parents have a better idea of the content of a movie to help in making the decision on whether or not their children are allowed to see it. However, despite what they claim, the MPAA favors larger studios and more well-known directors and producers over independent filmmakers. They also unfairly allow a disproportionate amount of violence over sexual content into PG-13 and R-rated films. The documentary feature, This Film Is Not Yet Rated, explores in great detail the unjust rating systems currently employed by the MPAA. For decades, the Motion Picture Association of America has been making filmmaking more trouble than it needs to be for the people who love it most. The MPAA is a major pitfall in filmmaking.